By way of increasing the GST from 28% to 40%, incidentally, the government has brought down the eventual possibility of the cost to the consumer because the cess gets done away with on the 1st of October, which means the 28% GST plus 22% cess was amounting to 50% tax outgo in favor of the government. That now gets reduced to 40%. And add to that the fact that with the cess going, you also have better distribution of that tax collected between the states. Sharad, if I can have your reaction to that.
You're spot on. In fact, you know, an hour before I did a show on another platform where I highlighted that the super luxury cars may actually become cheaper because they were paying more than 50% earlier, 51, 52%, and now it's going to be 40%. So even the luxury cars are going to get cheaper. As regards the EV, I think that they have now been kept in 5%. They're going to remain in 5%. 5% is the lowest slab. By the way, for the benefit of News9 viewers, I would like to theoretically mention that the slab rates are not just as many as we are talking about. There is another slab rate which is 0. It is a slab rate officially. More importantly, there are slab rates from 0.25 to 3% as well. This includes diamond making and gold. So some of the jewelry and diamond items are covered in 0.25 to 3%, but those are specifically on those items, so we don't count them as main rates. The main rates, of course, 5% is supposed to be the lowest rate because 0 is technically a rate, but then basically for consumer, it's 0, is a nil itself. So I think EVs have been kept technically in the minimum slab so that people still buy them. I think the idea is to promote the use of EV. We are buying 87% of our oil requirements. We are importing it. So to reduce the dependence on import, promoting the EV, getting in more charging infrastructure, increasing the range, and so on and so forth. So that's the objective. As regards insurance, I would like to highlight here, I think insurance companies would be doing a blunder if they try and increase the premium price here on because they are not able to offset their input
Mr.
tax
Kohli,
credit.
I'm sure they are not going to make the mistake of increasing insurance premiums, but I think it will also be foolhardy to keep them constant. If anything, even if the input tax credit, the ratio of that comes down from when they were paying 18% GST, there should be at least a 10%, 12% tax benefit or a premium rate benefit that gets passed on to consumers.
What I've learned is that the insurance companies are planning to sort of distribute this 18%, half that half they will absorb and half they will increase the premium. Obviously, time will tell after 20 seconds what they are actually going to do because they were saying their bottom lines are getting impacted because there was ITC majorly on the broker's commission, on the office rentals, on the annual maintenance contracts. There was a lot of ITC which was being accumulated. By the way, for the benefit of News9 viewers who do not understand our technical jargon, ITC, with your kind permission, I would like to tell them ITC is the tax you pay on your inputs. That is when you spend on business, when you buy on business, you pay tax on that. And output tax is the tax which you collect from your customers. And in GST, as per a thumb rule, you are allowed to deduct your input from the output. So that's what ITC is. A lot of people who are wondering what ITC is all about.
Thank you for that.
Go ahead, I could see Ishita was probably trying to guess what is ITC. It's not International Tobacco Company for sure. So basically the insurance companies will have to be very careful. I agree there. They have to be careful because as it is, selling insurance is becoming a bit of the penetration of insurance market in India is not as deep as we see in Western countries. It becomes very hard to sell.
And Mr. Kohli, the ill reputation of them not honoring their claims.
Exactly. So it becomes very hard to sell. You are selling because here the concept of a major part of India is you are selling something which is post-death. So people don't want to talk about their death. One. Two, it's a very, very futuristic benefit. They say, kal jo hoga dekha jayega. You know, that is the kind of approach. It becomes very hard to sell. So I think if they increase the premiums, they'll be making matters worse for themselves. And I think little do people know that this insurance discussion at the back end of GST Council and the GST think tank has been there for months together, whether to make it 0 or whatever. So I think insurance companies on one hand are welcoming this. On the other hand, at the back of their mind, is their input tax credit cost, which is now, they don't know what to do, they should absorb.